Hi there, my name is Dharani Kahan, and this is just a demo of my project, which is called Architect. It's an exploration of shared augmented reality and its application in architecture. So there are two primary components to the whole system. Firstly, there's the web app, and then also there's the cross-platform mobile application. First things first, I'll give you a run through of the web app. So here we have the web application. It was built using Ionic and Angular. I also made use of the Cordova file picker plugin, and this is to select and choose files from your local file system. Everything is linked to Firebase, as Firebase is the primary storage for this whole system. It supports full CRUD functionality, so you can create, update, and delete all these files. I guess the primary function of this web app is for the admin or architect in this sense to upload architectural models to the database. These models can then be accessed via the mobile application. So here's the web app in action. As you can see, you can select files from your local file system. You can name your file, and it's then pushed instantly to Firebase. Here's a quick demo of a file being deleted as well. Moving on then, we have the scene detection part of the mobile app. So as you can see here, this is the tool that I use to implement scene recognition. Scene recognition is the use of computer vision to recognize a given environment. This is done by creating and saving a map of feature points of your environment. Using AR then, you can place augmented digital content within this environment. Firstly, I had to provide images to create this environment, and this was done by just taking snaps of a given area. The feature points are then extracted, and that's what you're seeing here at all these little squares. Finally, then I was able to upload my model, which is this house here, and insert it into this kind of sparse feature point map. Using this tool, I was able to download the generated file, which is a Wikitude object file, and I then inserted that into the mobile app. I'll show you the scene recognition in action. So here's the area that I wanted to recognize, and you'll see that it instantly places the model within it. I also added a little animation on the gate just to give it a more kind of real life effect. Finally, then we have the shared AR part of the mobile application. So here's a quick overview of how I implemented shared, or also known as multi-user augmented reality. So firstly, the user will create a session. They can then, from this point, choose an architectural model that they'd like to be interacting with. So these are the models that we uploaded previously using the web app. This way, everything is kind of loaded dynamically, and these models don't have to be stored on the device, which they can take up quite an amount of space. So the user then specifies a key or a session name. This is kind of like a unique identifier for the session. And then they can choose to begin the shared AR session. From this point on, everything is saved to Firebase, and any user with this session key can join. The user can then place an architectural model in the environment, and they can begin to interact with it. So these interactions can be zooming, highlighting areas, rotating, scaling the model. All these changes are instantly pushed to Firebase, and these changes are propagated to all users that are currently joined in the session. In this way, any user that makes a change or an interaction, they're all pushed to Firebase and everyone is in sync with each other, creating this kind of shared augmented reality environment. So I'll give you a quick demo of the shared AR in action. As you can see here, one user is creating the AR session, another user is loading it, and both users are in sync. One user enlarges the model, and this is instantly viewed by the other user.